Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Apathetic Life podcast. Today, we're going to talk about our experiences with College Board, and I'm your host, Justin Park.
Paul Hahn.
I'm Joshua.
Ashley Park.
So, first of all, just as a little opener, as we established in our previous podcast, we explained that St. Paul Preparatory Seoul takes a American education system, which is the AP education system. And as we are all hosts here today are sophomores and rising juniors, I wanted to ask, is anyone taking any APs right now?
Yeah.
Could I ask you what they are?
I'm taking AP Micro and Macro.
Right now?
Yeah.
Joshua?
I'm taking AP Psych currently.
Ashley?
I'm taking AP Psychology.
So in the AP program that College Board offers, there are a total of 38 APs, courses, and tests. And because we all, again, are rising juniors, I also wanted to ask everyone what kind of APs you want to take. Let me just quickly read all of them out. We have AP Research and AP Seminar, AP Art and Design Program, AP Art History, Music Theory, AP Lang, AP Lit, AP Comparative Gov, AP European History, AP Human Geo, AP Macroeconomics, Microeconomics, Psychology, US History, US Gov, US History, World History, Calculus A, B, and BC, Computer Science A, Computer Science Principles, Pre-Calculus, Statistics, Biology, Chemistry, Environmental Science, Physics 1, Physics 2, Physics C, E&M, Physics C, Mechanics, Chinese, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Latin, and Spanish slang and Spanish lit.
I think you forgot AP African American History, the one that got made this year, I think.
This is from 2023, April 14th. I checked the site this morning, and so this is what the College Board website said.
The meddling Floridians.
Yeah, next year might be included that. Is there any APs that you have planned to take?
A lot, actually.
Can you list some of them?
AP Lang, AP US Government, maybe AP Comparative Government, AP Physics C, Mechanics, AP Chemistry, AP Biology, AP Calc BC, and AP Stat.
All in 1 year?
Well, no, not all in 1 year. I'm not insane.
Across 2 years, right?
Yeah, across 2 years.
Okay, what about you, Joshua?
Well, so we all had our schedules planned out, right?
Yeah.
So for my junior year, I've been planning to take Comparative Government, AP World, and I'm also thinking of taking AP Lang, AP Calc AB, and that's about it for me for next year.
So I'm planning to take Lang, Computer Science, Cal BC, Physics. I wanted to talk about the existence of AP Pre-Cal. What are your opinions on it? Because AP Pre-Cal is a recent AP. I think it's the most recent AP as of right now, where before African American Studies. I talked to our pre-calculus teacher, and he said he doesn't know why it exists because pre-cal's point of pre-cal is to prepare you for cal, but then now it's preparing you for AP pre-cal, which makes no sense. But
well, it makes sense if you think the College Board wants to make more money.
Yeah, we'll mention that later. So APs, it's short for Advanced Placement, but basically what it does is it offer you a college level education in your high school so that you can sometimes, maybe if you score high enough on the AP test, you'll get credits for your college and maybe you can graduate early. That's the whole point of APs. They're kind of meaningless if you're only taking the course and not the exam. So I understand that everyone here except me who doesn't take an AP currently is going to take their AP exams later this May.
Yes.
Are you studying well for those AP exams?
Fine, studying well.
So hopefully you will all score a 4 or 5. I will pray for you.
Thank you.
But these AP exams, you have to apply for it in the start of a year, right? When you take the course.
You can make a late entrance, but that takes a lot more fees, yes. So usually you just take it in the beginning of the first semester, and if you have a late decision, you can make it into, I think, early second semester.
I believe the early deadline is somewhere in November.
Yeah, it says here the late order fee. So for basically after that deadline is going to be extra $40 on top of the base price. And according to College Board, the current base price is for inside US, it's $97, which is damn, that's expensive. And the second one outside of the US is $127 US.
Yeah, the perks of being the largest education monopolies in the world, I guess.
Well, I can't complain because College Board is a American company.
Place, yeah.
And it is also a very useful place. And I understand that it is kind of our, let's say, selfishness that we want a US education outside of the US, and that's why we're paying the extra $30 fee. But if you're, I mean, I'm not one to complain, but extra $30 for each test, which is a $30 increase from the inside US, kind of sucks. And so I assume all of you you all registered early, right? So you didn't pay the late fee?
I mean, we are all studying out of the US, and to save some few bucks, yes, I believe that we all made early decisions.
Do you ever think about taking an AP course but not the AP exam? Because I thought about that.
Yeah, I did. Like some of the harder courses, maybe the courses that aren't really relevant to my major, but I want to take either for a credit or just for personal enrichment, maybe. But that would pretty much be useless. Might as well try to take the exam.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of weird because if you get to your junior or senior level in basically, I'm guessing, any high school education, you can't take any course except for the AP, because currently 3 of us are taking pre-calculus right now, and unless you want to take AP pre-calculus, which our school currently doesn't provide,
and probably will not for the next 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, the only way up is AP Stat, AP Calculus AB, or AP Calculus BC, which all of them are APs, and we have 2 years of schools left, so we're kind of stuck having to take a math AP.
I think the school is trying to make us take college math, but as a humanities major, I don't think I don't feel the need to take college math.
It's actually called Calculus 3 right now.
No, it's not Calculus AB or BC.
I think Calc AB is just Calculus 1, Calc BC is Calc 1 and 2, and college math is Calculus 3.
Okay. Well, APs, they are useful, right? I don't take an APs right now, but how is it compared to regular subjects?
I feel like psychology is the most useful subject you ever learn in a school setting. It's psychology, and you can apply it into any situation you like, and I think that's really interesting. But that's a kind of biased opinion coming from me because I am hoping to major psychology, so I don't know how other fields feel about it, but I think AP courses are very entertaining and useful.
Even compared to regular subjects, and you have that stress of having to get a good grade on the AP.
I don't know about other AP subjects, but for AP Psych, I think it's worth it. It's worth the pain and the cramming, because if you think about it, it's very useful information.
Yeah, same with AP Econ, it's very useful. I mean, I'm not planning to major in Econ or anything, but still, it is useful for real life and understanding news and everything.
I guess we'll all really kind of feel the difference between an AP course and a regular course if we take something like chemistry we are taking as a regular course, and if we take AP chemistry, we'll know the difference between the level difference between the regular course and the AP course.
Yeah, I think that next year along with Physics C, so pray for me, I guess.
Yeah, it's I don't know why, but I guess it's because it's an advanced placement. APs are just generally known to be a lot harder. But one weird thing I just had about AP Computer Science, because now a lot of people take it in our school, the AP Computer Science A exam are still based on the Java programming language, which is outdated 20 years ago. So I'm just wondering, do College Board regularly, we know that they regularly add APs, right?
Yeah.
Just pre-calculus and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But do they update them? And is there a difference between learning an AP from one school and another, or are they just all the same?
Well, I think they do update these. Due to a recent ruling in the Supreme Court concerning, I think it's called Dobbs v. Jackson, the AP US Gov curriculum was updated.
Oh, okay.
To not include the Roe v. Wade thing.
Oh, okay. So,
And, also, AP World History was rebranded AP World History Modern. it used to be just AP World History. So
Oh, so we know College Board is doing something with our money.
yeah.
Or $97. But I heard stories from people who are already in college where they took a lot of APs and they got to graduate a year early because they could skip their freshman year. And it was worth all that money because if you think about it, all these
$10,000.
all these AP costs are tiny if you're comparing to 1 year of professional college. So I guess it's gonna be worth it if you actually make it out in the end.
So if you took like 8 APs and that's like $1,000, not counting the other fees like tutor fees and stuff, and let's say that your tuition is $60,000, then that's like a return of investment of 60. So yeah.
I personally think it's worth it, and that's why all the schools around the world, even though they might pay the extra dollar, keep going to APs and going to American education system, which, I mean, what can I say? I'm the one who put my foot into this place. I can't say it's bad, I don't like it.
Plus it's great for applications and stuff, like it boosts your weighted GPA because AP classes are gonna have a max of 5.0.
Yeah, not a 4.0, yeah.
And if the AP is relevant to your major, colleges love that.
Yeah, a lot of colleges expect a AP level for what you're majoring in. So that's enough about APs. We could talk about I guess I could say the main piece of resistance of College Board, the
Pièce de résistance, I think.
Pardon my French, our school doesn't teach it. The SATs, the standardized whatever tests, assessment tests, I think.
Standardized whatever test.
Yeah, that's the acronym.
The SWTs.
The A is silent.
Shouldn't it be SWT then?
Currently, well, in regions outside of the US, this is where we get one advantage. We get the digital test early.
Yeah, that was easier.
I think, did you take SAT? So okay, only 3 of us have taken the SATs. I took it now twice, one written and one digital. And I think is that the same for you, Paul?
No, I took it once.
Oh, you took the digital ones. It was the one in March, right?
Right.
Okay. So can you compare it with the written experience, or can you not give a comment on that?
Considering I never took a written SAT, no.
But you must have prepared for it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I actually did. Come think about it. First of all, in the written one, reading and writing is split into reading and writing.
Yeah.
In the digital one, there are still 2 passages, but they're both reading and writing.
Yeah.
And for another, each problem has its own short passage compared to one long passage that has 11 questions.
Which, do you have a preference? Are you glad that you took the digital one?
Yeah.
Okay. Same for me. I took the written one, the last written one outside the US, because my teacher's like, it's going away, you should take it. I'm like, I don't want to, but I should. And I took it. I'm like, I don't like it because it's long and then I'm tired and I get sleepy. So I think I remember nearly falling asleep in my written exam, which is bad.
Oof.
Yeah. But I took the digital one, the pilot one, this January, which went a lot better. The digital one was way shorter. It's 2 hours instead of 3. You get to use a calculator for both sections of math. Like you mentioned, reading and writing are together, and it's a different system. So if you do well in the first section, you're gonna get a harder second section, and if you don't do well in the first section, you're gonna get an easier second section. So I personally think it's a bit more balanced, but that's a personal preference. What do you think, Joshua?
I personally like the digital one better because obviously it's easier, I think, but I kind of feel like it has to be a bit easier or a bit shorter because people like me who are really analog freaks, we can't really look into the digital screen that long, and it's really hard to concentrate within that little screen for 2 hours. So I feel like in terms of that, the digital SAT is also kind of well balanced, and I don't really have much grudge against the digital SAT. I think it's really nice that they changed into the new version.
Yeah, me too. Thank God for shorter passages.
If I remember correctly, one important difference is that the paper SAT has a essay section, there's no such thing in the digital version.
The essay section, when I took the written one, they didn't have it.
It was
because-
optional.
Yeah, it was optional. You had to pay extra and do extra if you wanted to take
more money for the
take the
novel.
essay version. But no real colleges, except for like maybe if you're like a writing major, doesn't require an essay. So nobody really takes it anymore.
I believe that they kind of took the essay part off because most of the times they just looked at the length of the essay and determined the score.
Yeah, I heard that
So
too.
I think that was a good call. Yeah.
So for SATs, again, because College Board loves our favorite non-profit organization, loves taking our sweet earned money. If your school sponsors a SAT exam, it is free. But that's mostly for like public American schools. They take it during the weekday on a school day, and I guess it makes sense. And for separate tests on Saturdays globally, it has a base price of $60, which I think is reasonable. But what's not reasonable is the extra $43 that we have to pay as a regional fee. And that makes each test $103, and so I spent $206 on SATs alone, and I don't know if that's worth it.
I guess I have to say it is worth it because SATs are pretty important, right?
But like as time goes on, colleges and people are looking at SATs less and less, or so they say, but it has become optional.
Yeah, I mean, like, UCLA doesn't even look at your SAT scores, neither do the rest of UCs.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, the fact that College Board is still offering them, and it is like their still main thing that they're pushing, I guess it is still important in some degree. I recently had to cancel, like not cancel, but try to cancel my registration for the March SAT because I registered in a weird location where I physically couldn't possibly go in a day, so I had to cancel it. There goes my like extra $100, I guess, that I had to.
Well, it is
burn.
possible if you're willing to drive all night.
I don't think it was still possible by then when we realized that the examination center was like 200 kilometers away, something like that. But you can choose to drop your SAT, which is a good offer. But if you wanna, and you're given a base of 4 score reports to colleges with your base price, and then you can add additional score reports for $12 per report, which I mean, I understand they do have to pay the people working there, and I think $60 with 4 score reports is a pretty generous offer for the amount of importance that everyone says SATs are. But when you have SATs, you also have the PSATs, which are considered a bit less important, but still, recognized overall. And
Especially if you want to get a scholarship, like the National Merit Scholarship, I believe.
yeah, the NMSQT, it sponsors some of the PSATs, and if you do well on them as a junior, you are part of you get selected to be in a part of a very prestigious scholarship program. But Ashley here just took the PSAT like 2 hours ago. How was it?
I can hear the
It
sigh.
was very boring because the reading and writing part was like the writing version of the SAT. It was long, boring, nonsense.
So the PSATs are still paper, right? They're not digital. Does anyone know that if they're gonna change it to digital, like the PSATs too?
I'm
not
pretty
sure.
sure not.
Because if the PSAT stands for practice SAT, what's the whole point of making it not digital?
Maybe if the main region, maybe if the United States changed their main SAT to digital, there is a possibility.
It is gonna change within 2 years. So by 2025, everywhere in the world is gonna be digital. So, but then I don't know about PSATs. They might still be paper. And according to their website, they charge $18 for each test packet. And for out of the US, international shipping costs $8 per test. So that's a $26 total, which is way cheaper than the normal SAT. but you also have to consider that you're taking in your own school, and then it's a bit less professional, and PSATs are considered more optional and less important. So I guess, but I just still think, as a person who did take the PSAT, $26 for a practice exam is, without the stress that you're gonna get for like, I don't need to score as high as I need to, it's definitely worth the practice. But now I'm not too sure because it's not digital.
If you haven't took the SATs and you're planning to take the PSATs, then I think that you should go for it. But if you already took the SATs, the digital one, then I don't see why you should take the PSATs unless you're looking for scholarship.
That's sweet scholarship money.
Yeah, but PSAT, NM, SQT only happens every like once a year and during like August or September. And then all the other ones are like PSAT 10, PSAT 8 or 9, which I don't see a difference. And apparently there isn't much. It's just one of them are the money shot and the others you're just practicing for the SATs. I still think it's worth it though. You still get into the mindset and find out that you're gonna be a lot sleepy when you take the written exam. So I know I'm probably gonna take the PSAT again for the NMSQT in my junior year.
Same here.
So everyone is, even though they're taking the SATs and the PSAT will be written, we're gonna all take the PSATs, right?
Right.
I am not sure because I don't know if my next SAT grades are okay, then I'll probably go for a shot. But I'm not really proud of my SATs. I'm not the person that's really proud of my SAT scores, so I don't know if I'll go for it.
It's only $26. You get to give college for it, $26. Like, why don't you take the chance? And it's you get a chance for a scholarship too.
Right, a very high return of investment if the gamut works.
Yeah, but even then, I still think it's worth, taking the chance to get in the mindset, practice the SAT. Still think it's very worth it to take both the PSAT and the SAT, even though people don't require it. But if you're gonna, of course, not that studious, you don't need to take either. It's just a waste of money at this point if you're gonna do something else and you want to take the SATs. So I think that's all we have to say about the experiences we had. We're very limited. We only are a sophomore right now, and good luck on all of your AP tests.
Thank you.
Hopefully they bring some fruit to your labors.
D18,
Also, put some money to the education giant at the college board.
It is though the most fairest. Not I want to say a fairest, but the most understandable monopoly. Because, they also give financial aid to people who need it. So the price is a lot more understandable.
Right, but in AP Econ, which is a AP course and also providing college board, we learn a few things about monopolies, including they're kind of inefficient.
Well, I think the whole point of the college board was to unite all the colleges so people don't have to apply to 500 different places. But also it is a monopoly. Well, good luck on everyone in their SATs and AP exams and future PSATs. Just good luck for anyone on the fence on whether they should take it or not. I recommend, if you have the money, take as much as you can because it's good practice nonetheless.
Same here.
And with that, I think that's it. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.